Welcome to another edition of In the Pursuit of Art, Fashion, and Technology. My name is Rachel Vancelette, and today I'm going to take you on a behind the scenes of some of my favorite images. I'm going to get you inside an artist's studio that's really fantastic, a large-scale sculptor who's based in Ronda, Spain. And here I'm taking you through a few images. This is Francis Bacon that's currently at Christie's most recent auction. Wayne Thiebaud, who just sold for quite a bit of money in a Rothko, as you see here. The auctions just happened in New York City. We had a lot of activities. And also the art show, the ADAA. So here we are with some images from that. Roy Lichtenstein to now we're looking at Marilyn Minter. This is Anish Kapoor from his recent show at the Listen Gallery. When we're looking at different images here, I'm flashing you through some of my favorite people. Daniel Anderson, who did the recent Peace Project, and some upcoming collaborations, Will Cotton. And let's count down to getting behind the scenes, getting in the studio. Thanks for being with us today. In Matias Di Carlo's studio, the process of sculpting becomes a paradox, revolving around the exploration of the void by manipulating matter. It involves dynamically stretching the illusion of matter to its brink of collapse, revealing its true and absolute existence. The journey through his studio leads to the perception of a new layer of reality. It's, in some would say, a form of alchemy, creation that's crafted but beyond control. In this philosophy of creation, form emerges from the intuition within the expansive realm of possibilities, resembling a question mark that delves into the concept of the unlimited.
And when I start normally drawing some idea, then I need to visit the space. I need to see, to feel the space. And then I start challenging myself. Now the last projects I'm working with are aluminum, cast aluminum. And what I'm doing is I'm forcing the process to show a different, unexpected result. The process, I force the casting process mainly, and there is a whole alphabet appearing from this action, from this thing. And this is showing me new ways of production. It can take me around like 3 months between the drawing and then the production time.
Carlo engages in material experimentation, pushing them to the brink of collapse. This is evident in his utilization of forged steel as well as the pioneering processes he explores with aluminum.
So I started creating a construction as a thinking process. For me, the sculpture itself is not the important thing. It's the process itself. It's what I feel, what I can discover, and how I can challenge myself. So I started doing the pieces in curtain steel. A lot of people are asking me why curtain steel, and for me, metal is the most easy material. I mean, for me, it's easier to do something in metal. It's a natural material for me. And the color of the curtain steel is the latest state of the material. Because it's only rust, doesn't have any patina, any work on top. I don't like to work with finishings, at the moment at least. Big pieces in curtain steel. I discovered the fold. I was also amazed by the idea of folding. because with the fold you can drive a flat piece into the multidimensional space immediately. And for me, this is a kind of magic. After the construction, this constructive process, I jumped to the aluminum. And then the color at the beginning was like, is that okay? This color, this connection. And it was, I connected really well when I met the pieces of Beverly Pepper. That was the first
Oh,
person
interesting.
to let the pieces. Yes, very few people know that. Because once you discover to be in solitude, you want to be there. I mean, you need to be there. For me, to be creative is at the same time to be isolated. For me, it's impossible to do that in a city. I know it's possible for most of the artists I know, but I need to be really, really in the middle of
Remote.
nowhere. So so we are not even in Ronda. We are a little bit far away. Now you can hear there's nothing around. Olive plantations and very nice, land space, mountains. I mean, we have a factory like a shipbuilding factory. I mean, it's huge. It's big. It's very big. Not for you in America, but quite a thing. You can transform the traditional methods into something really, really edgy. I'm very comfortable with the idea of work for museums or institutions, and also for public pieces. But I'm a person that I need to do several times at the same time regarding art. So for me, it's a huge challenge to change the scale in my work. So I put the same energy for a work of 60 tons or for a work of 100 kilos. So now what I'm doing is I'm trying to push a little bit more. I think that one should follow the intuition for everything. If you really have the necessity, for me, the best thing is go and do it. Because if you start, but this is my opinion, you start checking what everybody's doing, you will be not maybe the word in English, but you will be contaminated with other work. Do what you really, I think solitude is one very important tool to follow, to be alone and to think about what you really are, what you really want, what you really need to do, and start like this. And then, very important, the decision of the material. I think people
Yeah.
should find something easy, something that for them is familiar. In my case, was the steel, because for me it's even more natural than a flat piece of wood to work with metal. So the
Yeah.
material is very important, and something that should be accessible, should be easy, because this is the only way that you can start producing and doing things.
In a picturesque city of Malaga, Spain, 8 monumental sculptures grace the landscape, stretching from the scenic harbor to a prestigious Pompidou Museum. Each sculpture a testament to Matias's ability to blend form and meaning, transforming the cityscape into an open-air gallery of awe-inspiring art. As a contemporary sculptor, Di Carlo liberates himself from the confines of utility and academia, embracing an intuitive and direct methodology that forges emotional resonance through solid form. Immersed in contemplation within nature, often spending solitary months in the wilderness, he accumulates a holistic reservoir of thoughts that manifest both visually and tangibly in the robust shapes of each of his sculptures. Much like the universe's progression from a simple directive to an intricate complexity, Di Carlo's work encapsulates a profound understanding that the totality emerges from the sum of its individual components.
As an AI language model, I don't have personal feelings or opinions. However, I can provide information about the artist's work. Carlo creations epitomize playful minimalism, a result of his meticulous approach to maquette crafting, sketching, and a profound comprehension of the intricate relationships between form and the human body. Having delved into the disciplined artistry of manipulating materials, particularly iron and steel, he transcends their initially imposing and inert nature. Through extensive alchemical exploration, infuses vibrancy and warmth into these austere surfaces, transforming them into dynamic expressions of visual mathematics that occupy three-dimensional space.